When we talk about violence and SA and catcalling and so many things in between, all the layers of what it means to be a woman or a femme presenting person in a system that was created from and by men, we so often forget that there are so many men who are also victims of other men and are not being believed because of the same men that are offended that we are choosing the bear over them. And I want you to sit down with yourself, whoever is watching this video, and I want you to remember that this is way more. This is way more than just a gender debate. It is so much more than just a gender debate. It's about giving somebody systemic power just because, and placing that systemic power over everything and everybody else, to an extent that when you are a victim of a person that holds that systemic power, you are not going to be believed. And not only that, you're not going to be believed, you'll be questioned. You will be blamed to an extent, to such a systemic extent, that when it happens to us, you rather swallow it than trying to get the person that did that to us any type of conviction. Because we know that the people in the office are the same people that are offended that we chose a bear over their gender. And if you happen to be a man and you catch yourself offended in the slightest, I want you to know that you are more busy in protecting a predator than actually calling out the crime. And if that is who you are, I fucking choose 10 bears over one of y'all. 15 even. When this whole 97% trend on TikTok was going on 2-3 years ago, I personally, I'm a deep believer of the fact that 97% is actually 100%, because I know a lot of people, and I've never met a single woman that has never been sexually harassed. The first time I can remember, or the first conscious memory I have of being harassed by a man, was when I was 9. I was 9 years old. We live in a system and a society that gives men so much power that even when they violate other men, they're still not going to be punished and convicted, because the accusation alone is systemically being questioned. This is so much more than a gender debate, and that's what you people don't want to understand. This is not just about women being bitter or choosing an animal over a human being. This is about the fear of the systemic power a man holds, and on all levels, on all layers of society. I could sit down here and go on and on and on and on about the instances, the pain, the uncomfort, the fear men have created in me. And still, when you see me, you think I'm a very loud and very confident person, which I am, but I know my limits. And a man, a random man, if I know the situation warrants him and me being alone, is absolutely my limit. And that not even necessarily because I think I could not physically defend myself, which in 9 out of 10 cases I most likely couldn't. It is that the whole after effect. Most men will never understand what it feels like for you to walk down a street and you see someone coming behind you or in front of you, and there are 17 different scenarios in your head. And once that person is gone, you're just like, thank God nothing happened. And they call us sensitive. They literally be like, oh, it's not our man. It's not. Yeah, we know. You dumb fuck. We know it's not all of you. We are not stupid. But it's always a man. It's not all men, but it's always a man. The funny thing is, y'all are so defensive and dismissive of our fears until it gets to your daughters and your sisters and your mothers. Because you know who you surround yourself with and you know who you enable. You know you don't want the women in your life around those men, but you're so willing to gaslight us on the internet telling us that we are choosing a predator over a human being. You are the predator. The fucking bear is not. He fucking is not. You are the predator. Do I need to remind anybody on this app that there have been more instances than I could ever count of men raping women, murdering them, and then again raping their dead bodies? Even in death, we cannot be at peace from your violence. And I want to use this opportunity and talk about the number one argument that people throw my way. Oh, you have sons. Do you want them to be falsely accused? Of course, the fuck I don't. That is why my sons will be better men than you and anything coming forth from your DNA will ever be. They know about feminism. They know about sexism. They know about the fear of women, of systemic oppression. They know what we feel like. They know not to enable their bodies, their co-workers, their students, their whoever around them. They know when it's safe or when they should speak up, when it's safe for them. They know that silence is compliance. So that argument is none, because us knowing the truth exactly means that we are going to raise better men. So if you're offended because you ain't shit, just say that and go your way. But the whole you have a son argument holds not a single piece of power, because yes, that's exactly the point. You're literally proving my point without noticing it. And that's more telling about you than you would maybe like to achieve in the first place. And last but not least, to the creator of this video, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for what you've gone through. I'm so sorry for the pain. I'm sorry for the tears. I'm sorry for the trauma. You are not alone. We are many. We are many. You are not alone in this. I see you and I feel your pain, and I wish you nothing but healing.